Alright, listen up, because I'm only going to tell this story once. You know, the kind of tale that sticks with you, that makes you feel every beat of the heart, every sting of betrayal, and every triumphant surge of redemption. This is my story, and it's a doozy. So picture this. I'm standing in front of a room full of so-called experts, my heart pounding like a drum in my chest. I've just presented my groundbreaking research on plant-based medicines, and I'm expecting accolades. Maybe even a pat on the back. But what I get is a room full of cold, mocking stares. My colleagues, the people I trusted, the people I thought were my friends, they laugh. They laugh in my face and call my work a joke, a waste of time. They say I'm an embarrassment to the field, to the university, to science itself. And then, the final blow. They discredit my research, ruin my reputation, and leave me with nothing but the shattered remnants of my dreams. But you know what? That was the day I found my true calling. That was the day I decided to show them all. I packed up my things, left that toxic environment behind, and dove headfirst into the world of urban foraging. Yeah, you heard it right. I became a botanist, scouring the city streets for plants that most people overlook, dismiss as weeds. But I saw their potential, their power to heal, to transform, and I was determined to prove it. The first few years were tough, really tough. I was ridiculed, not just by my former colleagues, but by my own family. They thought I was crazy, chasing after a pipe dream. My mother, bless her heart, she meant well, but she couldn't understand why I was wasting my life on something so futile. My father, well, he was just disappointed. He wanted me to be a doctor, a lawyer, something respectable, not a trash picker, as he so eloquently put it. But I didn't let their words get to me. I didn't let their doubt fuel my fire. I let their disbelief, their ridicule, their outright mockery, I let it all roll off my back like water off a duck. Because I knew, deep down, that I was onto something big, something revolutionary. I started small, turning discarded city plants into healing remedies. I'd go out every day, rain or shine, and forage for plants. I'd bring them back to my lab, study them, experiment with them, and slowly but surely, I started to see results. Big time. I was invited to speak at a prestigious conference, to present my findings, my discoveries, my innovations, and I did. I stood up there in front of a room full of people, and I showed them what I'd done. I showed them the power of urban medicine, the potential of urban foraging, the brilliance of nature, even in the most unlikely of places. And they were blown away. They were amazed, inspired, awestruck. They saw what I'd seen all along. The potential, the power, the promise. And they wanted in. They wanted to be a part of it, to learn from it, to build on it. And that's when I knew. I knew that I'd done it. I'd proven them all wrong. I'd turned their ridicule into my triumph. But the best was yet to come. Because I hadn't just proven my colleagues wrong. I hadn't just proven the academic elite wrong. I'd proven my family wrong too. And it was time for them to see it, to witness it, to experience it firsthand. So I invited them to my lab. I invited them to see the work I'd done, the lives I'd changed, the world I'd impacted. And they came, reluctantly at first, but they came. And when they saw it, when they saw the thriving ecosystems I'd created, the healing remedies I'd developed, the lives I'd touched, they were speechless. They were humbled. They were proud. My mother, she cried. She cried and she hugged me and she told me she was sorry, that she was wrong, that she was proud of me. My father? Well, he didn't say much. But he didn't have to. I saw it in his eyes. I saw the pride, the respect, the love, and that was enough. But the most powerful moment, the most unforgettable moment, came when I took them to the barren land I'd transformed. The land that was once a wasteland, a dumping ground, a symbol of neglect and decay. And now it was a thriving ecosystem, a testament to the power of nature, the potential of urban medicine, the brilliance of my vision. And as we stood there, surrounded by the beauty, the life, the vibrancy, I turned to them and I said, "This is what you thought was ridiculous. This is what you thought was futile. This is what you thought was an embarrassment. But look at it now. Look at what it's become. Look at what I've become." And they did. They looked and they saw and they understood. They understood the power of belief, the strength of conviction, the brilliance of perseverance. And they were changed. They were transformed, just like the land, just like me. And that, my friends, is my story. It's a story of betrayal and ridicule, of doubt and disbelief, of struggle and triumph. It's a story of a girl who was told she was nothing, who was told she'd fail, who was told she was an embarrassment. And it's a story of how she proved them all wrong, how she turned their ridicule into her triumph, how she turned their doubt into her belief, how she turned their disbelief into her conviction. And it's a story that ends on a positive note, a note of redemption, of triumph, of victory. Because that's what life is all about, isn't it? It's about turning the negative into the positive, the doubt into the belief, the ridicule into the triumph. It's about proving them wrong, about proving yourself right, about proving that you, yes, you are capable of greatness. So if you're out there, if you're listening, if you're watching, and you're feeling doubt, feeling disbelief, feeling ridicule, let me tell you something. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it fuel your fire. Let it roll off your back like water off a duck. Because you, yes, you are capable of greatness. You, yes, you are destined for triumph. You, yes, you are meant to prove them wrong. And remember, every expert was once a beginner. Every success story is a tale of struggle and triumph. Every triumph is a testament to the power of belief, the strength of conviction, the brilliance of perseverance. And every ridicule, every doubt, every disbelief is just a stepping stone on the path to greatness. So go on, chase your dreams, pursue your passions, prove them wrong, prove yourself right. And remember, no matter what they say, no matter what they think, no matter what they believe, you, yes, you, are capable of greatness. You, yes, you, are destined for triumph. You, yes, you, are destined for triumph, are meant to shine. And that, my friends, is the power of belief, the strength of conviction, the brilliance of perseverance, the triumph of redemption, the victory of the human spirit. And it's all within your reach. All you have to do is believe. All you have to do is pursue. All you have to do is prove. And all you have to do is shine. Because you, yes, you, are capable of greatness. You, yes, you, are destined for triumph. You, yes, you, are meant to shine. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you.